Sandra all the time is here with the cold hard truth. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama, call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. They always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And they
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you.
Sandra all the time is here with the cold hard truth. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama, God.
All right, folks. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing this beautiful Thursday morning? Although I feel like it is, it's Friday. Like it's almost vacation time, honey child. Are y'all ready? Hello. Good morning, everyone. I see my Instagram folks in the house. Good to see you all. Let me put up a little special post for Instagram because I feel like Instagram, they be falling asleep over there. If we don't do a special post just for them, they're like, oh man, Sandy, we're still sleeping. We're the youngins that be sleeping in until all 9:30 in the mornings. Y'all need to get up, honey chill. You know what Aunt Lotta used to say? Early to bed. Now say it together. Say it together. Come along. Say it together with me, children. Say it together with me now. Anybody knows this one? She used to say this all the time. This got so ingrained in my brain. I got to tell you the truth. Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I said, all right, honey chill. When I didn't want to get up out of bed, she's like, get up. I said, all right, auntie. I used to be rolling out. Oh, God, the worst was when I was like really, really young. And I had to get up 4:30 in the morning just to go to fourth grade. I was like, what the heck? Who gets up? And then it was so cold, little Caribbean girl. I was like, oh, I don't know about this life. Can't I just sleep in? Isn't the school like 5 minutes away, like Georgetown Primary? They were like, no, child. The school is an hour by bus on highways and the most. Oh my gosh. How are y'all doing this morning? Good morning, everybody. I'm just going to put a little link here for people to tune in now. Scammer alert is what I'm going to put it. Tune in now. We keep it sweet and short sometimes on the Instagram feed because, like I said, when you post it, they don't want to read much. So we're going to get it. Okay, let me give them the YouTube link. Hold on one second, Instagram. We're live on IG too. IG, Facebook, and YouTube. All right. Let's put a little smiling emoji. Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing, honey child? LinkedIn folks, Twitter folks, Everybody ready? So happy Thursday. I do kind of feel like I said today's Friday. It's got like a Friday vibe to it. Tomorrow vacay starts officially. Whoop whoop. I'm ready. I'm ready for the vacay. Somebody, I was telling them about my vacation itinerary, and they were like, sounds like you're gonna need a vacation from the vacation because I'm gonna be on the go. But that's okay. That's part of what vacations are for. So we're looking forward to it. All right. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to finally get to Faithia Pars. Yeah. We're calling her an ambitious crook. Her lawyer said she's ambitious. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh, Lord Jesus. Certainly depends on your definition of ambitious. That's for sure. So we're going to do a deep dive into her situation. We are going to talk about some other court matters. So Luigi finally had his matter wrapped up in court yesterday. Good for you, Luigi. We'll tell you about that. Quincy was in court yesterday. Yesterday was a very, very busy day in court, I must tell y'all. Why do y'all like, can I ask you a question? Why do y'all be sending me things from other publications on Island? Why? First of all, we had this story up a long time, but you know we're normally the first, not for nothing. Especially if it's just a run of the mill press release. I'm going to suggest you follow the CMR channel, and then you wouldn't feel necessary to send me stuff because you know that CMR has it covered already. All right, I don't know why y'all do that. You'd be like, oh, Sandy, look at what this newspaper has up. I'm like, yeah, we had it up like 12 hours ago. Okie dokie, honey child. Follow the channel. Make sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, Lord. I have to laugh. All right. Okay, honey child. Yeah, lots of stories going on. As a matter of fact, we just posted one. Hold on. Let me send it out to the channel in case y'all start grabbing it from somebody else tomorrow to send it to me. And I'm like, not today, Doc. We got that covered already. There you go, channel folks. The channel's the way to go, because even if you don't get to, watch the news or not watch the news, but you know what I mean? Listen to the news. You can read it at night, anytime you want. All the stories are kept there in one location. Hey, there was the meeting last night. I heard about 70 people or so were there. I live streamed it, and I'm going to air it again on tomorrow's show. So if you missed it, radio folks, please tune in tomorrow so that you'll be able to listen to it. Now, there was a, you'll notice this morning that we started about 3 minutes later than usual. So let me kind of explain this to you all. And I know I'll have to say this more than once, but congratulations to DMS station. They now have here on Bobo, they have the BBC News playing. You guys will notice the difference as of today instead of Al Jazeera. And I know they'd work very, very hard and long to get access to BBC News. And so BBC News is playing, and that means that they have to be very, very strict with their timing. So we come in at literally 7:33 as opposed to 7:30. So it's about 3 minutes. It gives me a little bit more time though, which is good, except I thought I had everything ready this morning. I'm like, yes, ready to go. And I forgot to hit the button to connect me to the station. Oh, Lord. But anyway, so I come in at 7:33, and then the end time is a little bit earlier. So the end time is going to be like 7:29 and 6 seconds. So, obviously in social, we can maneuver a little bit more. Congratulations, by the way, to Jordan Cooks. Sorry, he is this morning already. He made it to the semifinals for the men's 50-meter freestyle, and my sources tell me that I think he came in like second or something. My boy might get a medal. You never know. Well done. Someone sent me the link. So today now, mark your calendars. He is going to be swimming in the semifinals at 1:45 p.m. And then we have the other young lady, Charlotte, I think, who's going to be on at 1:35. And you can find Charlotte on Eurosport channel. And then the men's 50-meter freestyle is at 1:44 on Peacock and NBCOlympics.com. And then Friday, tomorrow, there's going to be the final. If he makes it to the final, there's going to be the 50-meter final medal event at 1:30 p.m. So some details there about the Paris Olympics. So thank you guys so much. And congratulations again to all of our athletes who are just doing a phenomenal job there in Paris. Okay. So lots of things going on with the Olympics. I don't have any time to waste on that today. We can talk about that another day. Needless to say, I had to chuckle to myself how they were going on about Simone Biles's hair. And I thought to myself, y'all are so idle. It reminds me of the one day when I was live streaming in town during the last election. And my hair was just blowing all over the place. And somebody in the comment section is, oh, girl, look at your hair. I go fix your hair. Some stupidity. And I was like, you know what? That's why y'all in the boat that y'all in now. That's why y'all so bleepity, 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 bleep idle and in the predicament that you're in, because you're more concerned about the aesthetics of how somebody looks than the substance of what's actually going on in your country. Not for nothing, but who gives a ish about what my hair looks like or what it's doing? Like, seriously. That's what I tell y'all. I don't want to be y'all premier or MP or anything else, because that's all y'all gonna be looking at. Oh, what's Sandy wearing today? Did she lotion up her legs? Did she comb the hair? Did she do? I'm like, listen, all you all need to know is it's fresh. It gets bathed a couple times a day. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet, and nothing else matters. Some days the hair gets done. Some days it doesn't get done. Some days I put on some lip gloss. If I'm feeling adventurous, ambitious, speaking of ambitious people, then I'll do a little bit of mascara. But most days, I ain't got no time for it. But, you know, I recognize that when you're in those positions, you got to make time to look good, because y'all be looking at people. One little quick thing. I can't be bothered with the U.S. God knows the whole situation in the U.S. gets under my skin at the moment. I can't wait till this election is over. But I had to mention this because this is what you call the height of really unintelligent comments. Apparently, Trump was involved. It's all over. I was looking at the NPR news this morning, the New York Times, everybody. Breaking news. Here's a headline from the New York Times this morning, if you can believe it. Hold on. Let me screen grab this, because I can't even believe that this is what y'all Americans have time for. This is what's making news in your country, which, dare I say, y'all got a lot of problems too. Like, y'all don't need to be looking at what anybody else is doing at the moment, because America is a hot mess and then some. Somebody said to me yesterday, the only thing about America is at least you can move from like one, you know, maybe one city is worse than others. I guess, but I don't know. The whole thing is, you know, go hide out in small town America, I suppose. But the whole thing is one hot mess, to be honest, and a lot of division in their country. But look at the headline this morning in the New York Times, NPR, all over. Donald Trump questioned Kamala Harris's racial identity in a confrontational appearance at a Black journalist conference. Wow. How do you, Donald Trump, get to question anybody's racial identity? To me, that's crazy. And then the stuff that the man says is, I'm surprised all the Black people at this Black journalist event didn't get up and just walk out. So apparently he's claiming that she isn't Black, and maybe she isn't Indian. Does she know what she is? Because she's never claimed her Black heritage, according to him. Not for nothing, but the woman went to a Black university. Hello. You don't not claim your Black heritage and go to an all Black university. What? But remember, he's the same guy who questions people's, he did the same thing with Obama because Obama is, biracial as well. So remember when he was questioning Obama's ethnicity about, he's not black enough or he's not black or whatever. Oh my God. It has got to be the height of stupidity and extremely insulting for people to question whether you're black when your father is from Jamaica. I mean, come on now. Oh my Lord. He's all kind of special. Seriously. No, sir. Anyway, I found it shocking to say the least. I was like, he did what? He questioned her what? Blackness? Or is she really Indian? I mean, not for nothing, but you can actually be both. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? She's 50-50. Her mom was straight up Indian from India. And I think from South India, in fact. And her dad is Jamaican, and they met while they were in university and got married and blah, blah, blah. So this is what the NPR article said. He questioned Vice President Kamala Harris's biracial background. He was asked if he agreed with some Republican claims that she has political power because of diversity, equity, and inclusion. His response was that Harris, who is Black and Indian American, has changed how she discussed her racial identity. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago. Poor him. Just because he didn't know doesn't mean that she didn't know. Anyway, he says, I didn't know she was Black until a couple of years ago when she happened to turn Black. And now she wants to be known as Black, he said. Harris responded to his remarks in her speech last night at the Sigma Gamma Rho Conference, a historically Black sorority, saying it was the same old show, the divisiveness and the disrespect. And again, let's not forget that he has a history of promoting racial birther conspiracy theories, both targeting Harris and, even before her, the former President Barack Obama, claiming that he wasn't really American. Oh my God. He claims that he would be the best president for Black people since Abraham Lincoln. There you go. Putting himself on that pedestal of delusions. Oh my God. And he also addressed the border issue by appearing to pit immigrant workers against Black workers. And he has done that before, because I saw a really interesting comment after it was actually on The View when I was in Miami the last time, after his first debate with Biden. And he, this is what he does. He talks about the Mexicans and the lady on The View who's, I think she's Hispanic. She might be Hispanic and African-American mix or whatever. So she was saying that she's sick and tired of him pitting brown people against brown people. Because, Mexicans, they're not gonna say they're Black now. So she said that she was really sick and tired of that narrative because, again, it's just incredibly divisive. And, any Black person that thinks that, they have the Mexicans to fear for a job opportunity better go look at the reality of what's actually happening in the U.S. But like I said, the level of rhetoric and stuff is just, it's just shocking. Even his vice president, J.D. Vance, did y'all see this? He's claiming that that Harris is a phony who grew up in Canada, all sorts of foolishness. But did you all see him when someone asked him about diversity, again, going back to this question of diversity? Apparently his wife is Indian, and he fumbled the question. Like, basically they were talking about, okay, you kind of have an Indian wife here. What's this? And he basically was like agreeing with the people who want to divide us based on race. But then he was like, well, yes, I know she's not a white person, but I love her. I thought to myself, oh my God, America, y'all have just you've gone from bad to worse. And I'm sorry, but if I were his wife, I'd be securing myself a really good divorce lawyer right about now, because this man cannot even tell these people to go sit down and hush about, your race. I mean, it's just, I hmm, I couldn't believe it. I was like, he did not defend his own wife. Are you kidding me? I mean, he didn't shut this ridiculousness down about. I mean, anybody can look at your wife and see she's not white, donkey. I mean, it's obvious that she's an Indian woman. Wow. When you have to join up to a party or a rhetoric or whatever that makes you even have to question your own decisions in life, like, oh my god, yes, I didn't marry a white person, something is really wrong. I mean, I don't know how long they've been married for. I think they got kids and whatever, but wow, I am like very, very surprised. You know I don't know, it's crazy. um Then he had some negative comments to say about Simone Biles, where he says, I think it reflects pretty poorly on our sort of therapeutic society that we try to praise people not for moments of strength, not for moments of heroism, but for their weakest moments. I can't, like I said, I cannot make any of this stuff up. It's just next level crazy. But if you're interested, you can certainly go have a look. The only thing that I would say is that you've got to be careful when you're reading something to make sure that you're actually getting it in the proper context of the situation. Okay, so I see people who have taken just a snippet of something and put it out there and try to perpetrate a certain narrative, even in defense of Trump. I saw somebody do that the other day, and I looked it up and I got the full quote, and I said, actually, that's not what he said. So don't make up stuff on people. Trust me, there's no need to. He says a lot that you could just use without having to make anything up. So this is what he said about his wife, but obviously she's not a white person. But I love Usha. She's such a good mom. Wow. Usha, honey child, call me. We have a lot of Caribbean men that would love to put you on a pedestal. I'm just saying, you might want to run away from this man. Come find yourself a Jamaican husband. Do what Kamala's mom did. Lord Jesus. Anyway, the New York Magazine covered a whole article on it as well. I mean, I have to wonder how she sleeps with him at night at the moment, knowing some of the stuff that he's out there saying in public. Those must be some interesting conversations. All right, let's move on. Yesterday, big Caribbean news, Vibes Cartel is a free man. Jamaicans were all in the streets partying. Somebody said to me they must not have any jobs because they have time to go out there celebrating. Oh gosh, somebody just sent me something. And here is Fox News on men voting for women. Can't make this ish up. We'll look at it later. So, yeah, and somebody else says, oh, and by the way, Kamala also pledged a black sorority as well. There's probably not any Indian ones, I wouldn't think. Maybe. Trying to think from my way back in the day. There was like Indian associations, because I used to go to those because my boyfriend was from Sri Lanka. So we had like Indian parties. You know what is so funny? That's where I met Peter Campbell. I said, imagine, of all the places at USF that I could run into Cayman back in the 90s, that's where I ran into Peter Campbell, because he was dating this beautiful, oh my God, she was gorgeous, could be Miss World, Miss Universe. He was dating this Indian girl back then. And so we ran into each other and I heard him speaking and I looked at him and I'm like, you're not from the Cayman Islands, are you? And he's like, yes. I was like, ooh, honey, child. All right. So, yes, she pledged a black, what a mess. All right. Okay. Vibes Cartel. All right. I don't have much to say about this except Jamaica is a hot mess and then some as well. The whole world is a hot mess. But apparently, Vibes was released. All sorts of legal finagling and whatever got him out of jail, him and his co-accused. Basically, I think the gist of it is they had messed up the case so badly, and now witnesses have probably all been murdered and died and whatever, and they can't retry it, and it's just a hot mess. Um, mhm. So, anywho, I don't know what to say. He got a hero's welcome when he got out. I don't know. Will he stay in Jamaica? Will he go to the UK? I heard he has some kind of liver or kidney problem or something that requires surgery. He'll probably put on a world boss concert, and then y'all will spend your last nickel and dime to go there and support this man. And then next week you can't even pay your bills. I don't know what to say. Madness takes many, many different forms, and it certainly is what it is. So he's out walking the streets of Jamaica again. Good luck, Jamaica. Good luck. All right. Good morning to everyone. We got, let me see, Miss Diamond Princess in the house. Friday, part 1. Patricia Blake. Stephanie Brooks is here. K Mankind. Good morning, honey chill. Shaka Zulu. First Lady Jayanne. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Aliano. Romelia. Where's Romeo? Romeo, you here this morning? Blissful Powell is here. Thank you. Vanessa Scott is here. Evelyn is here. Mitzi, good to see you, my darling. Says good morning to everybody. Lynette Watler. Hello, Miss Lynette. Abby. Hello, honey child. She said good morning, Aunt TD. Miss Carol. Good morning to you, my darling. I'm doing fantastic, honey child. How are you? I'm doing just fine. Just fine and dandy. Miss Olive. Jared. I saw Jared last night. I was watching. I didn't listen too closely because I'm going to go back and listen again. But I saw Jared at the town hall meeting. And by the way, I saw someone who's planning on running for West Bay front and center. I love how y'all can find the energy now. And this is good to actually show up to these events and at least pretend like you care. Now that you know you're going to be declaring for public office in West Bay, because before y'all never showed up for nothing. So you got to start at some point. So kudos. Where's my little applause button, honey chill? Applause, applause. All right. Come on out, candidates. Yes. Start attending those public meetings, honey chill. Miss Barbara G, KK. And so I was chuckling at Jared because at one point somebody was talking. I saw Jared low-key laughing and other people laughing too. But I was like, Jared, why you don't behave yourself? Hello, Robert. Good morning, Darlene. Oh, every time I see your name, Darlene, I think about our other Darlene because she always used to say, make sure you say the last name when you read a comment from a Darlene because there's 2 of us. She is so missed. All right. Miss her phone calls. Symphonies is here. Ingrid, good morning, darling. Says, welcome, August, my month. Hello. It's August. August the 1st. Birthday's in 17 days. Oh, yeah. Yep. Gigi's birthday is coming up on next week, Friday. So she's on the 9th, and then I'm the 18th. I feel sorry for Marlon some days. What a hot mess. Anywho, we are going to be celebrating our birthdays in style as every Leo queen and princess should do, my darling. And kings. Excuse me. We got lots of them. We got Al Ebanks. We got Dr. Sydney. Where are my Leo people at? Come on out, honey chow, and represent loud and proud. Ingrid congratulating all of her K-Man athletes. Lavana, good morning. How you doing, honey chow? Ooh, Lavana, I want you to try something, but I don't know if anybody's going to be laughing after today. Miss Stacy has been on this whole, she wants to enter the chef contest. What's it called? Chef, what are those chef shows called? I don't know. We need a Caribbean version of it because child, she's been whipping up some stuff in the kitchen lately. And I must tell you, she's been making some homemade ice cream. We had, was it mango and peach last night? Oh my God. So good. So good. Not a word of lie. Not too sweet. Just right. Oh my God. Then she did a chocolate and Gigi was trying to tell me what the recipe was. Chocolate and I think she said chocolate and whipped cream. I'm not sure, but that was good too. And then before that, early in the week, she did, what was the first one? Oh Lord, I can't remember now. But all good. She's been doing chocolate muffins. She getting on the she getting on the Instagram recipes now. I'm like, yes, sir. I see it, honey child. Go on through. Caribbean cooking show. We can soon start our cooking show. Good morning, Paul. Joining us from Bermuda. How are you? Faded Mary Jean in the house. Stephanie, good morning to you. Kasia says the vice president rarely speaks about her Jamaican connections. From reading her memoirs and listening to her, it's her Asian roots that she focuses on and stresses. Pretty sure that nobody has any qualms with her being Black. Like we said, she's in a Black school. She's in a Black sorority. She has always accepted that she is 50-50. Now, the fact that she identifies more with her Indian heritage, and in fact, I understand that her father used to take her to Jamaica every summer. Her parents are divorced, but most children are going to identify with the heritage from the mother's side of the family. This is why when I tell y'all Caymanian men, when you want to go pick up somebody from a foreign, and nothing wrong with that for sure, but then you turn around and say, oh, I want them to teach my child how to be a Caymanian. I'm like, that's less likely to happen when it's the mother that's a foreign national. I got to be honest with you. In fact, most of the time, children even pick up accents and stuff from the maternal side of the family as opposed to the father. It's a very weird sort of thing, but I guess that's the privilege that we get as mothers for carrying them for 9 months or 8 months or whatever. But yeah, normally, that's the primary caregiver. And in the case of Kamala, since her parents divorced, it totally makes sense because she would have spent more time with her mother, more time with her mother's side of the family. And so, yeah, that's totally logical. I've even seen her, talk about the South Indian cuisine and cooking and stuff like that. So, you don't have to. I feel like when people are of mixed race, you don't have to pick a side. And this is the beauty of being, who you are. And I love that about people who are diverse and mixed. Like you are who you are. It's like my daughter now. I mean, I think most people would definitely consider her Black, but technically she's 50-50 as well. She's 50% Indian and 50% Black. And trust me, her father is, I was very surprised when he got his 23andMe results because I really thought, we'd see a little bit, maybe 20, 30%, maybe even half in Black and Indian. He's 100% Indian, 99.999%. And I didn't actually expect that, I got to tell you. When I saw 23andMe, I was like, really? Are y'all sure? But we shouldn't be racially insensitive to people who are of a mixed heritage because again, I think that they probably already struggle in different ways that if you're not of a mixed heritage that you wouldn't understand. People are always trying to pigeonhole you because people want you to choose one or the other. People like, you have to be, and especially in America, I'm telling you, every single form that you fill out, there is that ethnicity question. Are you Black? Are you Asian? Are you Hispanic? Now they might start to include other. And at one point they started including Caribbean, Afro or whatever. Afro-Caribbean. But they force you to choose. Your friend circles and your groups, everybody forces you to choose. When I was there and I was in it was the early days, so maybe I was like in the 5th or 6th grade. I was still in elementary school. I remember some kids at my school asking me, what did I think of crackers? Meaning white people. Little did I know, because I didn't know what crackers were. So I was sitting there thinking they were talking about food. And even then, I love my belly, honey chia. So I was like, crackers? I said, oh my God, I love them. I love to eat them with, this, that, and the next thing. And the person who said it to me, I remember in the bathroom, was looking at me like, what? You're eating crackers? And I said, yes. Don't you eat crackers with tuna? And I never really had butter, but whatever. And so moisturizing. So I had to go home and say to my aunt, because the person looked at me like I was stupid. I guess I was stupid to that question. I had to go home and my aunt and I had to have a conversation about what the heck are crackers. I'm like, this person's talking about crackers. I'm like, I do love crackers. What's the problem? My aunt was like, oh, Lord, we need to have this conversation already. That's America for you. You walk into the cafeteria at school, you got your Black kids over here, nerds in one corner. I went for the nerds because they were diverse, at least a little bit. Then you got, the Asian group on this side, white people over here. You can literally walk into a cafeteria to school and see the division. It is so sad. America, y'all, the year is 2024 now. I mean, back then that was the 80s, but y'all should be so much more diverse by now because the average person is relatively diverse in America, but y'all just want to force people to pick a side, and it's crazy. Don't force me to pick a side. You know what side I'm picking? Hashtag I am Caymanian. That's the side I'm going to pick. Good morning, Miss Sanya. Robert Barreau in the house. Hey, buddy, I have not seen you in a minute. How you doing? Johan is here. Talking about who's going to get blazed up. Johan, you need to get blazed up with some of this homemade ice cream that Miss Stacy be making, honey child. You might forget all about the brownies if you taste that mango peach ice cream. Oh my God, it is legit good. Morning, Miss Camille. Andrew says, so what if we're celebrating Vibes Cartel Freedom? That's your business. Listen, I am not getting into it. You celebrate it. You celebrate anything in Jamaica you want. That is your country. I'm not getting in Jamaican politics. Quite frankly, I do not care. That's your business. Just keep in mind the crime rate and the murder rate and all this foolishness in Jamaica, and think about what it is that you're celebrating. But that's your business. If y'all want to celebrate it, that's your business. Go right ahead. Just don't bring it to Cayman. That's all I can tell you. Yulene, Richard. Oh my gosh, your birthday is the 18th as well. Hey, we're birthday twins. Gigi's birthday twin is Tina Trumbach. That's one of them. Ingrid is the 12th. Good morning, Miss Carol. Faith and Hope in the house. All right. Uline, your birthday is the 16th. I tell you, man, August got the best people. Not for nothing. Good morning, Anna. Carol is the 14th. What? We gonna have a little party that week. Corinne says, have a wonderful day. Welcome, August, my birthday month. Hello. Party time. All right, let's get into it, honey child, because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to scammers in Cayman. So, morning, Debbie. Miss Barbara says, I'm a mutt, be proud, child. Al says that my DNA says I'm 99.999% human and I never struggle with identity. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Strong Will says, Sandy, you need to get rid of Miss Stacy. How the hell are you going to lose weight? Now that is a funny one. Good morning, caller.
I always say more people born in August than either other month.
That's true.
Year. Mine is 12 too.
Yep.
It's about 20 odd people that I know is the 12th.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Nice people. Nice people. All right, honey child. So good morning to everyone. Let's talk about this woman called Faithia Pars. I know y'all been waiting for it. Brentley is on the 11th. Ooh, honey child, y'all gotta make sure now we gonna have a party in August. So let's talk about Faithia. She is a crook through and through. Now, allow me to show you exhibits. All right, hold on now. Come, Miss Stacy, come on through, honey child. Oh, it's breakfast time. I need some energy to deal with Faithia this morning. Some of these crooks will take it right out of you. Yes, sir. We got breadfruit. One little bit of iced tea, please. Thank you, ma'am. No plantains this morning?
No, sir. If you want them.
No. We want fresh plantain. All right, we got my breadfruit ready. Breadfruit crispy. Yes, sir. Can y'all hear the crunch? Oh my God. Excuse my lack of manners, but I'm hungry. And the breadfruit, nice. Is this yellow heart? I don't know the difference, but because they all taste good to me. But y'all be up in your feelings about yellow heart. Sandy, if it's a yellow heart, bring me some. If not, I don't want any. I'm like, really? I think this might be yellow heart for true. All right. So, what's Faith and say? I'm gonna say Faith and hopes that show off. Lord Jesus. So listen, Faithia Pars, woo, honey child, this woman has been scamming people for a really, really long time. Let me see if I can pull up her picture for y'all, just in case you need to commit this. I know, Jim, it really is. You need to commit this picture to memory because she is a first-rate scammer, honey child. So first of all, let's break it down. She was in court yesterday, finally, for her sentencing. It had been delayed so many times that legitimately I was like, is this woman ever going to get sentenced? Because it was like, oh, the social inquiry report is not ready, this and that. And it was always something. Always something. But needless to say, she is a crook. And she is a crook through and through. And so I had to laugh when her lawyer, and lawyers get paid to say what they say. So I don't, they don't know these people. They don't know the Faithia that I've been hearing about for quite some time. People have been reaching out to me about her, even before this court case, saying, Sandy, when you gonna blaze this woman up? And they've been sending me all kind of information on her. You got to see the stuff that this woman has been doing. Come. She has been stealing from people. Oh, God, we ain't get into it. Because she'll lie to the court through her lawyer. And I'm sitting there going, oh, God. She shouldn't lie when I'm sitting there and I know better. Anyway. So Faithia, 57 years old, don't make the age fool you. Just because somebody's approaching grannyhood doesn't mean that they're not crooked. And she's been crooked from day one. Now, one of the things, by the way, do we have anybody from, let me see here now, from WORC and DCL, not DCL, licensing department. What do they call again? Not DCL. Oh Lord. DC Department of Commerce, DCI and Investment. Y'all need to listen to the show today. Because no word of lie. But if y'all don't start reading in people like Faithia, who's been scamming people for the better part of 20 years now, y'all got a problem. Okay? She came here and the first scam, as is usual for some people, is a marriage of convenience. So I understand that she married some Caymanian named Pars down Dog City area, apparently. So that's where she started out from, marrying Pars. Mind you now, she's had about 5 or 6 marriages. Y'all need to look into that. Okay? So the names that she has gone by because of marriages, she keeps getting married, keeps changing her name. So her middle name is Sharon, and she used to go by Sharon. When people start to catch on to her and her scamming ways, then she changes it to Faithia. So her proper name is Faithia Sharon, and then fill in the blank for the last name, depending on what time of day it is, because she's had so many marriages of convenience. So in court, on the court list right now, when she was charged, it was Pars. It's changed since then. And she was just charged the other day. In 2023. So here's the names that you need to look out for. Clark, McGregor, Mohammed, and Pars. All aliases because of one marriage after the next. Immigration, please tell me you're listening this morning. These are all marriages of convenience. When her lawyer was saying, And I had to, look at the lawyer with a little bit of a side eye when her lawyer was like, "Oh, she's such a hard worker." As we would say in the Caribbean, she is hold on here now. That's what she say. She says she's both head cook and bottle washer or something like that. I laughed at myself and I said, "Listen to me now. There is hardworking individuals, and there are a lot of people that head cook and bottle washer. There are a lot of people that work extremely hard, but you don't have to crook people. When you're working hard to crook people, that's the kind of ambition that you should not be proud of. I'm just saying. That's not what you brag about." Anyway, she was bragging the most about how she is such a hard worker and she's just out there hustling. And the magistrate for McFarland was like, okay, that doesn't give you a right over a period of 5 years to not pay people's health insurance. You don't get to break the law because you're a hustler. You don't get to break the law because you're quote unquote hardworking. Now I'm going to question to all of you how hardworking this woman actually is. Forgive me for eating, but I'm so hungry this morning. And you got to eat breadfruit when it's nice and warm and still crispy. You can't let it sit there. So, school. Somebody said school rule, not dogs today. Watch me choke on my little breadfruit now. All right. She was down in dogs today, I think, when she first came. But anyway, regardless, she'd been skipping and hopping and jumping around Georgetown for a minute. So, so many people have been contacting me, like I said, over time about Faithia and all the scams that she's been running on people. You know the funny thing with somebody like her? Is she is so not afraid of breaking the law that she's actually gone out there and told people how to scam workers themselves. Hello? Oh my God. I answered you on the phone so nobody can hear you. All right. That woman cussing me about the breadfruit. I want some. So listen, she actually had the audacity to go around telling people, this is what you do. You take out, from when she started out with the beauty salon, that was the first business. This is what you do. You take out permit for people, and then you take a portion of the money, and She is grooming other people, including her daughter, who's now going to be taken over from her scamming ways. Grooming other people and how you take advantage of the system. Wow. Miss Faithia, we need to talk, girl. All these people been telling me about you for a hot minute now. And what a hot mess you are. No, sir. Faithia Pars Clark Mohammed McGregor. On to husband number 5. This person says, please cover this. This is way back last year. Please cover this. She's Cayman's biggest and longest scammer that has stayed under radar, and court has officially brought charges against her. Please, 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 I'm begging you to out this you know what, including fraud. So, long time that she's been up to no good. Hold on now. We got receipts, honey child. Y'all just hang tight. Hang tight. Started out in the salon business taking out work permits for people, abusing them, doing the most. Then she went on to eventually open 7 other businesses. Now, you see, this is where I have a bone to pick with DCI. How can you give somebody 7 business licenses and not really checking and ensuring? Because as the court said, they were surprised that it took these offenses occurred over a period of 5 years. 12 people. I bet you there were people that they could not even find that she had employed. It's probably more than 12, but that's what they had her charged for. 12 individuals not paying health insurance. They also need to see how many of them paid for their own work permit. She is just a real scammer. She has people working outside the terms of their work permit. She'll hire somebody as a hairdresser, and next thing you know, have them up in the office talking about, they're going to do immigration paperwork. Hold on now. Let me tell you about the 7 businesses that she has. Yes, Ingrid. She's into everything. RAM Construction and Maintenance, FM Landscaping, D&F Unique Construction, C&R Caregiving Service, Exclusive Janitorial Cleaning Services, Exclusive Beauty Outlook Salon. Not entirely creative with names, but there you go. In addition to that, she has her sister now. Her daughter become a notary because apparently the daughter can take out and sign stuff on her behalf. Let me tell you something. I'm a notary. And you need to be very careful, young lady, because that's the sort of thing. You signing fraudulent documents on your mother's behalf when you know she's scamming people is the sort of thing that not only will have your notary application revoked, pay attention, notary folks, but in addition to that, could also land you in jail for fraud. You better be very careful. Your mama gonna get you in trouble. You fall in her footsteps and you the one gonna be going to jail. She not gone to jail yet, but make her keep it up. CXRN Flake says, I'm a victim of that wicked woman. Wicked. Yes. May hear say that she has been conning people for a very, very long time. Of course, Damien, that's a conflict of interest. You shouldn't be notarizing any documents for any primary relative of yours. Ms. K says, Sandy, CNR Caring Company, she own it too. We'll add that to the list. Well, we have we have that on the list. Oh, is it no on the let me show you all this now. We have that one. I think I'm missing one though. But this is a list of companies in the article. Go read the article, honey child. The article got everything. So it's actually C&R Caregiving Service. So these are the ones that she was in court for, all of these. I mean, the list, this is only part of her list, you know. The list was so long. Part of the court list. This woman's a crook. The system has only caught up with her in relation to this insurance thing. It hasn't caught up with her with all the work permit offenses. You know the amount of people that have said, Miss Sandy, this woman took my money for a work permit and never put in for the work permit? That is called theft. Police need to go talk to her as well. And yes, I'm coming to that, actually. Somebody just told me that this morning, and I'm going to double check it. But I'm also being told that she herself is also a notary. Y'all have got to do better with the people that we're entertaining in this country that we're allowing them to come here and wreak havoc. She is really, really something else. And the problem is, she has been at it for so long. I'm going back to my messages from 2022. People have been messaging me about her. This is one message. April of 2022. She took money from people even in Jamaica for permit and lied that she had put it in, and they never gave her no receipt. Oh, yeah. Oh, honey child. Wow. I have to go back in my archives here now. April of 2022. Here's the exclusive beauty salon. 1 year ago, someone gave her $1,000 to put in for naturalization. And they said, we know it don't cost no $1,000, but anyway, the rest must be her fee. Now, this is not the first time she's done immigration services. As you can see, it's a business. She knew that the naturalization would not have gone through because she had a record, or the person had a record, and she still took the money. All the documents, she take people's documents, don't give them back. She holds on to documents, running people around. This person said, I got sick and tired of her. Refused to give people back their documents. Real crook. Taking money for people for permit and robs them. She did it to so many people. Chasing her for repayment. She also put businesses into other people's names because immigration and licensing keep turning down her application. Really? Because she's a professional scammer. They said, remember your friend that claimed his wife scammed him about the pastors looking for her, etc.? Well, this is her best friend. Who was that? Yeah, man. Now she's gone and hide out on social media where you can't find her account. All right, give me 1 second. I'll show y'all some more pictures of this woman. You got to know, because of course she put on one little bit of weave and she's going to change up how she look. So you got to be on the lookout for Faithia. And then she's going to start going by, the name Sharon next. Okay. So she listen, this woman a proper scammer, you know. Y'all need to wake up. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna show you more pictures of her. Her and the daughter scamming people. Lord have mercy. You could write a book on this one. I'm telling y'all straight. She's a proper scammer. She running the school of scamming right here in Cayman. All right. So let me go back to April. Yes, man, living her best life. Shopping court yesterday. Looking all pitiful and sorrowful. Well, I know she wasn't fooling me, honey child. I just looks at him and shake my head. That's all I can do, because I tell you what, I'm just like, wow. Even the magistrates, because obviously they only get what's before them, and poor DPP, they don't have a clue. They really show up to court and they don't have a clue. Let me see here now. Yeah, man. Coming through. All right, goody. Hold on. All right, let's go back again to April of 2022 when she was first reported to me. Let me see. Yeah, so the person says, this is the same scammer that I've been telling you about. They send lots of pictures of her. They say, let me see here now. All right, she took in money from people with a permit. Yes, another lady had to threaten her last year, said she was coming to Mall Road if she never give her her money back. She ended up giving her half and begged her not to come to you. That was back in 2022. Only a matter of time, honey child. This person said, Sandy, you would be flooded with messages if you were to call her out. Even people back in Jamaica crying because she robbed them, her own Jamaicans. Wow. This one's special. One pilot thing here. All right, hold on. Faithia Pars, like I said, she got so many names now. She recently remarried again. This was in 2022. Divorced her husband and less than a week remarried to a young boy. She also goes by Clark. The person said these are facts. Hearing the exclusive salon, the same Faithia Pars employee closed down her salon because she hadn't paid them and gone Jamaica. That was in July of 2022. My God. Let me see what else. Ask your links if Faithia Parks or Clark, not in court. She closed down her salon because the case has started. Then she, hold on now. This is the same company I tell you in court for fraud. So she got, all right, hold on. Coming through. Like I said, these messages been there for so long. So let me show y'all this one. Hold on. Gotta get this one up on the screen. Okay. So apparently she, let me pull this one up. Give me 1 second here. She also goes around not paying rent. She's always getting evicted and stuff like that. So let me show you a few examples of where people have to kick her out. So here's this one. This is where she had her salon, and I want y'all to put it together now. Have a look. Mr. Robert Bodden, realtor and Cayman realtor, was actually putting this up for rent, back on the market, 1,200 square feet, upstairs corner warehouse at GKF warehouse in Godfrey Nixon. That was where her salon was because, of course, she wasn't paying rent. So they had to kick her out. Lock up shop, wasn't paying staff, wasn't paying rent. And there she is. There it is. Okay. That's her. This case goes deep. This person said back in 2023, I don't know how people not put her, you know what, on Mall Road yet because she been scamming for decades. I was told her and someone else was part ownership in purchasing it, running the business, and she forging the lady's signature to make her the sole owner. Child, call your sources because something going on. What a hot mess. I mean, this woman is just on a different level. When I tell y'all, she has been at it for a minute. And, you know, I just been sitting back waiting. I heard about the court case. And I said, all right, let's see where this is going to, go to. Okay, her daughter's named Jalissa Pars. She made her daughter turn notary to sign off on her scamming immigration documents. So let's make sure that we assist you with knowing who all the relevant parties are. So here's her and the daughter next. There we go. She tell court that she don't have no money to be paying because she supposedly makes $5,000 a month. And then after bills paid, she only has $1,000 left. Well, somebody said to me, Sandy, try to look into that. Because I tell you what, she always be dressed to the nines, although she can't pay her rent and so on. There she is. There she is. So again, you might be getting a slightly different look. So make sure you are well familiar with what she looks like. Now the hair is going to change up because she, keeping up with the latest styles and whatever. So you can't really go by that. The dead giveaway here is definitely the teeth, because they're hard to change at this stage. And the nose and stuff like that would be a pretty good giveaway that you might be dealing with the same person. So commit this face to memory, because if you're in Jamaica, your backyard, whatever, do not give this woman any money. Y'all hear me? Because she is going to scam you. She's going to take your money and not put in your work permit. So be very, very careful with her. This is a young man she gone and style up now. Yes, sir. Look like he young enough to be her son. I'm just saying. Hugging him up. So I think the latest name now is McGregor. But like I said, she got married so much that I can't really keep up on that score. Only God knows. She's like, what was the name of that celebrity? Elizabeth Taylor. Getting married 10 times. Yes, sir. He probably looking status for him. All right. So she come court yesterday, having her lawyer talking about how hardworking she is. Head cook and bottle washer. Claiming that she wasn't trying to defraud anybody. It's just that she had bad business practices in place. Well, I'd say. Bad business practices, all right. It's called scammation. That's what it is. Now, apparently she thought that if she argued that, well, yes, she wasn't really paying people's insurance, but at the same time, she wasn't taking the money out. So it's not like it was that bad. The judge was like, listen, you're not getting as much credit as you think because you didn't take it out. Let's be very, very clear here. Okay? You're not getting as much credit. Imagine what the situation would be, ma'am. This is what the judge basically said to her. If more of your workers had medical emergencies, and then you show up to hospital and find out that you have no insurance coverage. Now, I don't know about you all, but my God, imagine going to the doctor to only find out, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have any insurance. You're having a hernia or a heart attack or whatever. And now you have to be concerned on top of it about paying that out of pocket? No. So part of the judgment against her yesterday is that she has to pay a hospital bill for over $3,000 that 4 of her workers had to pay out of pocket. But she lucky it's not more than that. So I think it was $3,100 and change that is owed to the HSA. She'll have to pay that into court now. Because her workers went to the hospital to only find out that they had no insurance coverage. She had not taken out a policy of insurance for them. Now, let me tell you how incredibly dangerous this woman is. Because this just isn't someone who wasn't paying health insurance, right? When she got caught, the Health Insurance Commission said that she lied to them. Let me read you part of what was on her court file. Okay? On 3 occasions, Pars submitted deceptive reports to the commission and was given 3 opportunities and adequate time to verify information. That means that she lied to the Health Insurance Commission. That in and of itself should have been a completely separate charge on her. But of course, the DPP's office is not trying to work incredibly hard. So they're not doing anything in terms of that offense. Trust me. People are describing this woman as a wicked woman, saying her and her daughter Jalissa still robbing and scamming people. Her own friends going to the financial crime unit about her, about her, because she did a partnership with them, some business on Mary Street, and scammed the people and left the woman in a hot mess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The office there opposite Uncle Clem's upstairs. So that might be another case that's coming out against her. Stay tuned for those details. It's serious, man. Sandra says she had a restaurant as well. Listen, listen. This woman has had so many businesses. Let me say this to DCI. This is where DCI don't have no sense. Y'all have got to be careful who you're approving permits for. How can this woman have 7, 8, 9, 10 businesses and be running any of them well? You're in construction, landscaping, caregiving, janitorial service, beauty salon, restaurant, probably prostituting too, but she couldn't get a license for that. Marriages of convenience, couldn't get a license for that. Y'all need to stop this foolishness. Jesse says crackdown is needed and check pensions too. I bet you they're not up to date. Morning, Jesse. Kay says she should be in Fairbanks. I agree with you. I mean, if the judge or the magistrate understood the magnitude, but of course, the magistrate can't take all of this into consideration because y'all are not reporting it. You have got to go and report these people. Let the police deal with them. If you're not reporting them, she's going to continue to be able to do this. And it's so incredibly unfortunate. Michael says the people giving her money for permits are bigger scammers than she. They should cancel every permit she took out and send the whole lot home. Done. Live Happy says her Cayman status should be revoked. I agree with you. We don't need these kind of scammers here. Family Empowerment Group says we have enough crooks of our own. Why are we giving status to many of this kind of scammers? Well, because that's part of the scam as well, because she actually marries multiple Caymanians to be able to get status. Good morning, caller.
Sandra?
Hello there.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Do you all realize how much of this type of stuff goes on here in Cayman?
Listen, this is just one person that we're talking about.
Right.
It's prolific.
Yeah. And, people do go and report things and little to none gets done.
Wow.
You can have all the receipts you need. You can have all the evidence you need. And little to none, like I said, gets done. And I've said before, people on permits don't go and report because they're afraid. They're afraid they'll lose their job, which 9 times out of 10 they would, because there's no protection for the employee. So, I mean, what does, if I know people who have gone to WORC, I know people who've gone to Department of Labor and Pensions. I know people have spoken to immigration. I know, for facts with documentation. And still, I know 3 Indian nationals that are running businesses downtown that have made employees pay their work permits. Yeah, this is the type of corruption that's going on this island. And, people are sitting back. And It's like, people are paying these government salaries, whether it be salary or hourly, still the people are paying for it, and they're not getting their money's worth.
Unbelievable.
So it's just a sad state of affairs. The way Cayman is going, the way Cayman continues to go, and we can build all these big, beautiful places. We can put on this, makeup for everybody to see, but then what's behind the makeup?
So absolutely.
That's all.
Thank you so much.
It's just sad. You bet. Bye-bye.
I mean, yeah, no, I agree. This is prolific because when you see one person show up on the court list with all these charges, and you know that half of what she has done has not even come to light in terms of the judicial system. Family Empowerment and others are asking, will she have her status revoked? Well, the short answer is not likely. Because she did not get a prison sentence, it is highly unlikely that WORC can do anything in terms of her status. But let me tell y'all something. I would put so much pressure on this woman as enforcement. Every time she get up in the mornings, y'all need to go see where she's going, because she's putting on frock to go out there and scam somebody else, take somebody else's money. Jamaican newspapers, y'all need to start highlighting these scammers as well. Put them front and center, the Jamaican Gleaner, so that people there can stop sending her money, believing that she can give you work. Jasara says, right now she owes me my maternity vacation money. Look, yeah, you see what I'm telling you? The woman is a proper crook. Listen, she owes so much people money that it's not even funny. It has really gotten to the point now where she should be in jail and her status should be revoked. No, sir. Faithia, Clark, Pars, McGregor, Sharon, lots of aliases that she's going by so that y'all can't keep up with her. Strong-willed says, Sandy, if she was in Jamaica, they would take her out long time. Crooked, they should lock her up and throw away the keys. Miss Remedia says kaboom, I think, to that last call. Kaboom! Andrew says she's really ambitious. This is why I kind of chuckled yesterday, to be honest, when her lawyer used that term to describe her. And I was like, there is such thing as an ambitious crook, yes? Good morning, caller. Hello?
Morning, Sandra.
Morning.
Yes, yeah. Here can landlords scammer them here too. We'll have these little full cubs. We'll have these little full cub behind them house and renting it and telling people you have to take it just as though you get it. So like nasty for these people have renting. These are the things that the government need to look into, to Sandra.
Wow.
We're here on work. We're here on work permit. And it's not that we don't want to pay our rent. We can pay our rent because we can afford it. Depends on the job what we have. But Miss Sandra, when I go to these people, especially the Jamaican, Miss Sandra, have some little place renting, Miss Sandra. Not even your dog and your cat to live in it. It's like, you see, like how it's summer now, Miss Sandra, and the children then come from Jamaica. You have to pay up to $200-300 for your kids to stay there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they're telling you if you don't want it, leave it. Yeah, and if the place is so nasty, Sandra, and if you ever call them and tell them about it, all you have to do is to leave it. If you don't want it, leave it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that is true.
Wow.
So you have the landlords scammer them, Miss Sandra.
Oh my God.
We're taking disadvantage of people here. And the government need to look into it, Miss Sandra. I'm telling you, it's true. But like a lot of people just don't want to speak out. They don't want to speak out because they have the little work permit and they have the work going on. Them really want them job. You understand?
Yes. That's what the last caller was saying, that people are afraid.
Yeah. The landlord scammer, they are fooling Cayman here, man. And it's more like the Jamaican them that have to come here and get papers and then take disadvantage of us.
Just like this woman, just like Miss Faithia. It's really sad, but she's doing this to her own people.
Yeah, it's really sad, Miss Sandra, man. It's real. If the government could send around some
inspector,
people just to check on some place, some places what people rent, they would never believe that these things taking place in Cayman. Miss Sandra said the other day when the hurricane was to come, a lot of people was to move out from where them paying rent and go and stay with friends.
Wow.
Because they know if the storm did come, they would wash away. Me telling you.
Oh my God. It's horrible. Thank you, caller.
A lot of things like this taking place on Cayman Island, but people just afraid to speak out.
Yes. Well, y'all need to start. Listen, if it's impacting you, it's like one guy called me yesterday. One Jamaican guy said, Miss Sandy, I'm wondering about, going this place, that place. I think these people prejudice against me because I'm Black. And I said to him, sir, you need to call in and speak out. I haven't experienced it, but you said now you've experienced it on multiple occasions with a particular nationality of people. Call and share your experience. If people continue to be afraid to speak on what is happening to them, even here in Cayman, how will things get any better? It can't get better.
It's all because of the people them that get status. Them is the wicked one. The one them that come here and get status.
Yeah, because look at how they're
very wicked.
Yeah, but look at how they're getting status. They come in here marriages of convenience and scamming people even to get that.
They will do anything to do because if they go out, I don't know how they don't marry to the dog them yet. I don't know they don't marry to the dog them yet because if the man even piss up themselves, they don't care. They married to them same way.
It's true. Yeah, man. They're not got no standards, none at all. They're not business.
And then the Jamaicans suffer for it.
Thank you, caller. I appreciate it. All right, my dear. No, man, it's true. Everything the woman has said is completely true. There's a lady, I think she might be in Jamaica, who says she wishes she can call. You can call. Call on WhatsApp, girl. Live Happy says this goes on at all levels, from corporate to construction workers. She must be the one who got work from those overstayers caught working. It's a mess. Magdalene, good morning. Says the underbelly is rotten to the core. This is why I question if any of these many businesses that are opening up are legitimate. Is pension, medical, and work permit fees being paid by the business owners? Listen to me. Magdalene, I would say, and this might be a conservative number, that probably 20% of the businesses registered in this country have got to be fraudulent businesses. People don't have no work for people. They're just taking out a business license because, to the government's credit, they've removed all of the fees, but the negative side of that is you can get a business license for $75. That's why she can afford to have 7 business licenses. You think if the construction license was back to the $1,500 for this one, $1,000 for this one, that she would be able to do all that foolishness with business licenses? No. The government has been trying to help people for a number of years now and have waived the business licensing fee for small and micro businesses. And that has allowed the number of scammers to enter the system because they know they can get a business license for $75. I'm encouraging DCI to start stepping things up a little bit in terms of vetting these applications. Obtaining a business license in this country should not be a rubber stamping exercise. I'm just saying. Anthony says when DCI is going to start enforcement on her, she will end up at NAU. And that comment about if they were in Jamaica, this and that would happen is nonsense. Why do you think all the scammers in Jamaica that's doing all that they do to each other? Well, Let me put it this way. I think the point the caller or that commenter was trying to say is that in Jamaica, she would more than likely, not 100%, because I mean, there's a lot of people there scamming each other, nothing happens, but she would more than likely be in fear of some sort of street justice. We're here in Cayman, there is no fear of that, none at all. I think that's the point that the caller was saying, that in Jamaica, somebody might have boxed her down already. Ay. Mr. Lean says, good morning. When you work for a company 8 years and you go and roll over, should they give you something? I mean, legally, I don't think that they have to. Are they, I mean, are you eligible for severance because it's rollover? Let me find that for you, Miss Aline. I'm going to double check my HR sources because I don't want to give you any misinformation. Hold on. Let me ask my HR manager here, experts, to see. I don't know if severance would actually be due or not in the circumstances. Lots of comments coming in about this woman. I mean, it's fair to say that you guys know exactly who she is. Zidane says, where's the inspectorate? Many are reluctant of taking the benefits by signing and defies you by saying they didn't sign to anything. Yes, but once they become your employer, they're supposed to automatically become responsible for payment. Mr. Belia says we need a rental board. Faded Mary Jean says Cayman needs a rental board. Vanessa says government don't have the resources to do that. To do what? Check apartments? Well, you know what is so funny about that is they sure can have a licensing situation in place for Airbnbs and where vacationers stay. Why not have something in place for where everybody else has to stay as well? There has got to be some minimum standards. Come on now. Live Happy says Jamaicans scamming Jamaicans. It is the number one issue that we have here in terms of scammers for sure. Miss Olive says, Miss Sandy, can you or any of your listeners at government give a number of some of the numbers for the authorities who are responsible for the persons who ship things from Cayman to Jamaica? Oh, Lord, Miss Olive. Ship from Cayman to Jamaica? Again, lots of them scamming people. They don't know what they're doing, take not business licenses, and your stuff never makes it to Jamaica. Or when it gets there, as we have already reported on in the past, it sits on the dock for months because they can't afford to pay the fees then to have it released. And there's no number for anybody to help you. DCI not going to do nothing about them. They're going to tell you it's a civil matter. Vanessa says it's time that government increases the business licenses fees back. You know, I mean, I hate to say it, Vanessa, but you might be onto something. It's a mess. Family Empowerment says, bam! Kaboom! Much of this is done being done by Jamaican status holders. Exploitation of their workers. Sounds like DCI total slackness, says Paul. Flora says, now she will make it bad for me / someone to get a business license. Yes, it's always the bad seeds out there, folks, that make it bad for everybody else. Faded Mary Jean also says that one bad apple spoils a bunch indeed. Now we're advocating for rigorous checks before approving a business license and raising the fees. What else are we going to do? It's a hot mess. Kathy, good morning. Joining us from New Jersey. Everton late for class, but good morning. Denver says the last caller is so correct. I know people also that have made complaints and nothing was done. There are a couple of women importing Indians, Nepalese, and Filipinos getting work permits, and they have no job. They're serving because a family member paid to get them here. I mean, this is indentured slavery is what that is to be quite clear, Denver, and it's also human trafficking. And in fact, the Filipino community has a number of people I know in their community who are doing it as well. Just like that one up on North Side. I'm just saying. What a hot mess. All right, give me a second here. This person says, nope, you're not entitled to anything at rollover because the law considers it the end of a contract. Severance is not due in those circumstances. So there you go. All right, thank you very much. This person says they will never ever get any better in Cayman. Things will never get any better in the Cayman Islands because everything bad that happens in Cayman only affects people of color. Well, that's not true. I'm pretty sure that that's not true. Sandy, maybe a good idea for another show would be to highlight the horrid rental accommodations here. We have done that before, but I'm happy to do it again. She said this would entail you actually going to these homes and recording the units if the tenants agree. I could help. These days, I have tons of time on my hands. Oh, good morning, caller.
Hi, Miss Sandy. Good morning.
Good morning, dear. How are you?
I'm not bad, calling from Jamaica.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Woman, Faithia. Yeah, that woman, Faithia, I was working for her for 2 years and 6 months. During the time working for her, I got pregnant, you know.
Which of the businesses were you actually working in?
CNR.
The caregiving.
The care. I was one of the caregiving.
Okay. Yes. All right.
So
do you know she was getting government contracts for the caregiving service? The caregiving business? I wonder.
Cynical.
Yes, that's government contracts. Hello.
Yes.
Cynical and government, are y'all paying attention this morning? Because they need to cancel her contracts. Go on.
They gotta do it. She's such a genius. She used my one of my certificates for a housekeeper that she had, for the housekeeper to take care of this lady in Bordentown. Okay. And
when you say certificate, what kind of certificate?
One of my nurse certificates, because the girl wasn't a nurse.
Oh my God. Right? Are you kidding?
She was getting, yes, I'm not kidding.
What?
She was getting this big contract that the girl cannot cover the area. I was the one that taking care of the lady in Bordentown, and she switched me and the girl and put me at the bigger one because I am a qualified nurse.
Oh my God.
Right? And the girl wasn't. But because the one in Bordentown was just a general, like, help out the lady to bathe and give her a medication, etc. Right? So she would have to use my own. And she didn't know that I know. And when I faced her with it, she said, oh no, nothing like that. When she sent me to the lady in government building, that is the patient's daughter, she used to use me to go to the patient daughter because I'm Yolanda Phillips, and Yolanda Phillips is who the check is writing to. Right? Okay, you want to go to grandma? Okay, come go to grandma, right? Okay, she opened an insurance for me. When the insurance company called me up and said, they wrote to me and I haven't paid in 2 months. I said, no, she pulled it from my pay. Of course I paid. When the lady said no, when I said to the lady that, okay, what is the name on the insurance? Tell me Yolanda Phillips at XYZ. I said, ma'am, my email address is yolandajasari1985@gmail.com. That's a lie. She opened a wrong insurance for me. Right?
Oh my God! You mean she created an email, a fake email address?
A wrong email, right? And keep on pulling out my money to pay my insurance off and off.
She was pulling out your money, so the court thinks that she wasn't doing that.
Right? She's doing it. I'm not lying. Till I get pregnant, she switched my insurance to Brickay because she have a problem with them, whatever she have done. When I went to HSA maternity clinic, they said to me, your insurance is not yet paid. I said, yes, ma'am, it has been paid. The lady said, no, look at it. And this lady been pulling out my money, keep on pulling out my money. Right? And my baby father said, okay, let's not have a fuss because I don't want anything to happen to you and the baby. Let me just clear it up. And he went and he cleared up everything so I can get my maternity clear. right? This woman is a wicked. Okay, when I take care of Miss Lorraine, I don't. You're supposed to know Miss Lorraine White and Peter Lane. My belly was going into 9 months before Miss Lorraine passed away and her husband. I leave the Friday and Miss Lorraine died the Saturday morning. May her soul rest in peace. That lady is a lovely lady. And I went on maternity leave on that day. And up until then, I haven't received $1 for maternity. And I leave from work to maternity leave. And when I asked this woman for my maternity money, she said nothing. She don't give me no vacation money for the past 2 years and 6 months. I haven't received a vacation money from her. I went to labor board. I've been calling on them because I'm saying, okay, my rollover is in October 23. So guess what? I'm just going to leave now in April because I'm not working. My baby father is not working at the moment. So let's not stay here. Let us go home. But I went to labor board before and they said, yes, they're going to deal with it. They're going to get to her. Da, 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 da. When I called up labor board several times, they said to me that, oh, we can't deal with it because the head of labor board is saying that like this is not she has been paying me my salary, so this is not a matter that they can deal with. So I can come and I get a lawyer today. I said no.
What do you mean?
You guys,
she's not
I
paying
don't
your
know what they're talking.
insurance,
She
taking
don't
it
pay my
out, not
insurance,
paying
she
it,
don't pay my maternity leave,
and
she
don't pay
my
maternity, no
my
vacation. And labor tells you that they can't do anything about it?
They can't do anything about it because she been paying me my regular salary. So
No, sir.
XY. No, and she late. She stopped me from work from the day I have baby. You know, when you have baby June.
Who is the name of the person you were dealing it at DLP? Who?
Miss Parkinson.
Miss who?
Miss Parkinson. Miss Parkinson.
Parkinson?
Her name is in the email. Parkinson.
Parkinson? Who the hell is she?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna pull it up on my email and tell you her name.
All right, hold on 1 second, honey child. Let's get these people on the phone because I have to wonder what foolishness they'll be telling people. You know. Hold on 1 second now. We're gonna ask them a general question because what they're saying doesn't make any sense. 8 and 9 6 is their number. Hold on, honey child.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? The phone not working? Hold on now. 945-8960. Main line. Call failed. Are we having any known issues with phone lines today? Okay.
Ava Marie. Right. Ava Marie.
I wonder. The phone line isn't. Let me see if I can reach the confidential hotline. They claim they got one of them too. 3073. Okay, that one's ringing. Can somebody let them know the main line isn't working over at DLP?
Hello, you have reached the confidential tip line at the Department of Labor and Pensions.
Let's see if we can reach a person through this line. Nope. And then the main line doesn't work.
Okay, her name is Ava Marie Parkinson. She's the one that was my officer, was the labor and pension officer that was talking to me.
Yeah, their main line not working. What a mess. Okay. All right. We're gonna get to the bottom of this for you. You've been corresponding with her by email?
Yes, Miss Sandy, and I've called the email is in my.
Yeah. What a mess. So she owes you vacation and maternity, and DLP is telling you that's not their business. They can't help you with that, despite the fact that the law requires her to pay both of those things.
Exactly, because I'm saying this is a part of the law. So how can you guys not deal with it? Because you've been paying your regular salary and this is not a matter for us. I said, hello.
Yes, it is.
Pension. She wasn't paying pension for me. She foretook my insurance. She's not paying my maternity leave, vacation leave, and you guys are telling me this. Okay, then I will find some way to deal with it. I'm gonna speak with my lawyer over here. But when I spoke with my lawyer, he said to me that I have to get a lawyer in the Cayman Island because it's an overseas matter. And I tried to reach a lawyer in Cayman Island, but I wasn't successful. I didn't get to anybody. So I said, okay, then let me just go on with because I need my money from Faithia. She's a wicked from the pit of hell and she's going back down there.
Let me try one more number. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'm not answering the phone, honey child. All right, send me some information on WhatsApp. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this. And the matter with insurance and pension, that needs to be reported. The Health Insurance Commission will deal with that, and DLP is supposed to deal with pension. These are all offenses. And you see, it's so funny because yesterday she had the magistrate thinking that, oh, you've never deducted money from people's salary. And here you are saying that that's exactly what she did and still did not pay.
She did. She pulled away my money to pay my insurance and she didn't pay. And then when pension started to act up on her, she laid us all off. I have some co-worker over there that is here to talk as well. Because when I tell them I'm going to live with them, say, oh, me I leave her to time. We say, in here the time, no. Me not leave her no more, me I carry her there. I'm tired of her. And she going to keep on doing it to people if somebody don't put on them foot.
All right. Thank you, my darling. WhatsApp me the information.
I will. Thanks for accepting my call. Okay?
Yes, most definitely. So she gave the name. Thank you to the students in the classroom today. She gave the name of Parkinson's, and apparently that is her name. I don't know who exactly this is, but the person here's the kicker. The person has an LLM, which is a master's law degree. Who the heck is Ava Marie Parkinson? Who is this? Because if you have a law degree and you don't know if somebody isn't paying vacation and maternity leave, that's against the law and the person's entitled to that, and you should help them recover that on the person's behalf, say, what? What kind of foolishness y'all going on with? No, sir? Y'all, this is the thing. Listen, y'all look at 9:16 in the morning and not 9:30. Trust me. This is why people don't have any faith in the system. How can you tell someone that? This person says the guy she was married to was Fazil Mohammed, and she sent him back to Guyana. Very young guy, used to work at the hospital. Oh, so she got rid of Mohammed already? Good morning, caller.
Yes, Andrew, me again.
Hello, honey child.
You know what you'll hear from Department
and this
of Labor?
person's supposed to be a senior labor and pensions inspector. Senior. No, sir. Go on.
You know what you'll hear when you go to labor?
Well, tell me.
They're mediators.
What? They're supposed to be enforcers of the law.
They're mediators, and they can't enforce anybody.
You're kidding me.
Anything back unless it goes to court.
Oh, really? Well, then take them to court.
They will have an employee and employer sit across the table, and they, being the labor department, will be the mediator.
Oh my God.
That's what has been told to people.
Wow. Who is head of DLP? This is the first I'm hearing this kind of foolishness. Wow.
Yeah.
Mediators. Right. Thank you. I really obviously need to look into them because I'm confused. The law is there, and I've seen them write letters to people before saying this is owed, you better pay it. Who's the director over at DLP? What kind of slackness they have going on over there? No, sir? Oh my God. This person says, please keep me anonymous. She also scammed her son-in-law, and they have relatives at WORC that pushes through permits. Oh, really? This person says her son-in-law used to pay her for his permit, and the daughter jumped and married him. Oh, Lord have mercy. So she never liked that, and they wasn't even married long. She found out quick what she was about. She not lying, Sandy. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Ay, ay, ay. I tell you, what a mess. Brennan Ebanks is head of DLP, but somebody needs to talk to him. Somebody said, be mindful that some of these clients of DLP and other offices do not always understand what the officers, inspectors are telling them. So you need to find out from Parkinson's what she actually instructed or advised. Okay, well, we asked for the emails. This person says, speaking from experience, many of these sitting in the Department of Labor and Pensions who ought to be enforcing the laws against employers are there only to collect a paycheck. I would love to see and know what sort of work they actually do. Oh my God. This person says, mine is, you think 7, but what about the agency too? They said Bernard Ebanks is the head of it, a former police that did nothing. Oh my God. Here's another one reporting Romeo Reed, his woman who go by the name of Cordia. She gave up the church. Well, she go to by the church across from where Faithia have the salon in Georgetown. She's running it, but they're taking people money too and carrying them up on permit, no work, and the persons have to be $100 each week. Lord Jesus, what a mess. Wow. Y'all need to start outing these people, because I can tell you what, I know a lot of people stay quiet because they think it's going to benefit them to be able to stay in this country. But why would you want to stay in a country that, number one, you don't have a job, right? You make somebody take out a fake permit for you. You have no job, no work. And you're having to stay here, hustle. Some of y'all poor things out there prostituting what little you do have to offer someone. It's just a hot mess. Don't do that. Don't allow anybody, I don't care who they are, to take advantage of you. They said her sister-in-law used to work immigration. Mm-mm. All right, so listen, we have a copy of the Auditor General's report on the Regen project. It has been leaked. Hot mess. And so I guess we have to find some time to have a look at that. Now, it is interesting. Like I said, the Auditor General, without a doubt, had some concerns about the report, including they were saying that given the information that they had, there was a lack of value for money and there was no final business case. Having said that, I can tell you that parties who were privy to the negotiations have said that the Auditor General did not have access to all the documentation when she did her report. And she herself even admitted to them that had she had it, her report conclusions might have come out to say something very, very differently. But now that we have the report, honey child, we're going to put it out there. Just like everything else, we'll put it out there and we will dissect it as best we can. Child, tomorrow show gonna be hot. All right, listen, it's almost 9:30 now. Radio listeners, you're gonna cut off at about 9:29. Let me say this about people like Faithia. Woman, you should not get another business license in Cayman. Cineco should cancel all of your contracts. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. You don't get to come here and not follow the rules of this country and get away with it. When they finally catch you, the court still has no idea the magnitude of what it is that you've been up to. Kay says that Labor Board, and it's not the board itself, it's the Labor Department that is failing people. Okay. Also in court yesterday was Luigi Moxam. He was fined $1,200 in total. He lucky. Trust me. The DPP's office decided not to pursue the case of and this is listen, they're not pursuing it because they didn't want his behind to go to jail, because it is a jailable offense to not show up to court. But they decided, for the purposes of sentencing, that they were not going to pursue it. What a hot mess. All right. Avoided jail this time. The only advice I can give you, young man, is get your stuff together, because you're another one that has a long history of labor-related complaints. Not paying pension, not paying insurance, not wanting to pay your staff, not paying vacation pay, all of these things. Get it together. And you have less of an excuse than anybody else. Because Faithia out here scamming these people because she not got nothing in life. You come from a good family. Your dad and I ran Luigi Moxam. The man has got to be a millionaire. You guys own businesses, restaurants, jewelry stores, this, that, whatever. You don't have to be a business owner. You can go out there and get a job just like everybody else. But if you want to be a business owner, gosh darn it, you've got to follow the law. And the law requires you to pay pension, insurance, vacation, maternity, to actually pay your staff. Stop embarrassing your family and the Moxam name by doing the foolishness that you're doing in your organization. How many times you end up in court for the same kind of thing? And never any accountability, always blaming somebody else. Oh no, the guy I had, my admin manager, he wasn't doing the books right. You are responsible. It is your company. If people are not doing things right, why do you keep hiring people who don't know how to do things right according to you? The truth of the matter is, the people who work for you have said, you're ridiculous. You're a scammer. You have receipts backed up for years where no one has done your accounts because you don't think that those things matter. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Miss Sandy. Just a quick question, please. Do you have any information regarding the underrun gas station on Walker's Road? They have been closed from yesterday.
Walker's Road? The one across from where Hurley's used to be?
Right by Top Taste.
That one. Oh, they're closed?
Yeah. They're closed from yesterday.
Oh.
No lights. They don't have any light or anything over there. I'm not sure if CUC cut the light off. I'm not sure.
Oh, Lord God.
So I just wanted to ask if you have any information regarding
I did not even know, but let me look into it.
Okay, Mama. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. What a hot mess. Okay, so young Moxam, 45 years old. It's time that you get your life together. They talked about 6 or 7 hearings in order for you to even finally pay the woman what was owed. And I'm not really giving you any credit either, because you're a Caymanian, like I said, with certain benefits that other people in life have not had. You know what they say, comes with privilege, comes responsibility. Good morning, caller. Okay. So, this person says, I wanted to express my gratitude to you for covering this topic about Luigi and keeping me anonymous. I'm grateful for God's justice and for the court decision for the DLP's assistance. If somehow it compensates the trouble I underwent during my last unfortunate experience in Cayman. I committed rookie mistakes indeed in trusting someone who was actually more of an acquaintance and a friend and turned out to be a full-on bully. I had to keep my statement with the DLP to the strict minimum, but there was way more to this story, such as how people previously gave up on helping him with bookkeeping because of a huge amount of receipts backlogged since 2021, how he blackmails and threatens, etc. I feel sorry for any former colleagues who were paid late at the time until I'd arrived, for the ones who are blackmailed into staying into an abusive environment because they are family, they have family to support in Cayman or back home. WRC and Luigi threatens deportation. Report them to WRC because they stood up for themselves in order to have them banned from Cayman. He also brags that he's connected to people in high places, and he will use these connections to ban whoever he wants from island because he hardly did it. Whoever he wants from island because he hardly did it. From an inside perspective, the hard worker, they say it's his wife, Christina, not him. I've seen this woman being so ubiquitous and efficient, but unfortunately under his boot. When I was there, my colleagues told me about a former staff that already passed away from stress, or about a Latin American lady who refused his behavior and got sacked out of the island, and why they promptly left to work for the Hive to escape the madness. Bottom line, I'm grateful and more trusting in the Cayman justice system. Well, apparently not everybody's getting justice, and that is the problem. So let me say this, Luigi, I'm gonna go easy on you in the sense that we have reported on you already, and everybody know that this is a problem. However, don't end up in court again. If I see your name on that court list one more time, the things that I know about you and your employees, every bit of it is gonna come out. Watch me and you. I'm telling you now. And you go being braggative like you like to do and beating up on your chest and go say one word about me on social media because you don't know what Auntie Sandy knows and what she's been keeping her mouth closed about. I'm going to suggest you shut your mouth and go sit down and start minding your business properly. Okay? You want to be a business owner? Fantastic. Do it the right way. Charles says they've been closed since Saturday night, the gas station. Somebody said maybe they're having electrical problems. We'll try to find out. Oh, Vanessa said, check Facebook. I saw it yesterday, closed for renovations. Okay. Okay, Amber, good morning. Amber says, based on my experience with employers and the behaviors they allow, it doesn't seem like the labor board is effective at all at enforcing regulations. This suggests a level of incompetence that seems quite common here. Michael says, and the church comes into the bandulo again. Trust me. Tell that lady, report to RCIPS, have the report lodged, and the police may refer her to DLP for further clarity. Have that lady to bring all necessary proof. But you see, the way that it should work is the person who brings the prosecution is actually the Department of Labor and Pensions. So the fact that they're not doing it is really, really problematic. Unapologetic says the whole system is corrupt to the core, from the highest in government to the DPP and any entity that you can think of. Lord Jesus. All right. We're off air now. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We can let free. I don't have much overtime because I got stuff to do today because I'm traveling tomorrow. But let me say this now. Please explain the finger move. What? Like I said, make him say one thing about me and I got to fix his ass. Keep your fucking mouth shut. You want to be a business owner? Hire a qualified and proper accountant and business manager. And you cannot hire an accountant and expect them to catch up 4 years worth of backlog because you haven't been doing your paperwork. Nobody in their right mind can do that and do all the other stuff that you can try and add on to their list. Somebody said the gas station is closed until further notice due to a fire from a CUC pole, not closed for renovations, closed for repairs. Oh, Lord. This person says Luigi's not that bright. Christina's the brains in the family. He better remember that. This other person says Luigi don't care. Didn't you see his video from last night? No. Where is it? Where's the video? He's stupid for real. Luigi and his wife need get off the sugar. I've heard from 2 expat employees. What is the sugar? I'm assuming it's not something that's going to give you diabetes. Oh, Lord. Mm. This person says, morning. No. DLP does their job when it's a sole proprietorship Caymanian-owned company. My husband's company was fully audited and dragged through every possible rigorous process. It's who they choose to audit. Oh, Lord. No, sir. What a mess. Somebody asked me if Faithia is related to Ruthanna. Same MO, apparently. Boy, I tell you. Let me see if I can find it. It was in Facebook. Saw it around 4 a.m. this morning. Oh, somebody said sugar's cocaine. Oh, shit. Oh, hell. Sugar's cocaine? Y'all need to keep me up with the terminology, honey child. Lord Jesus, here we go now. I keep telling y'all, you fuck around, you gonna know. Y'all don't overhear yourself. Luigi, everybody can talk your business now. You sit there talking about you doing videos. You can't make this shit up. Sorry. What a mess. No, sir. Y'all not tell me about this sugar. Johan says, you gone too far, Biggs. Well, let's see what your brother been up to. What his name is again? Luigi. Let's see what he was posting on which thing was this? Instagram or what? Oh, he unfriended me. Oh, God. Which video? You see? Oh, my God. All right, Luigi, you gonna fucking get it this morning. Come. Let me deal with you. Morning.
Yes, sir. So this is where the sources they say this is where the sources they say the more you listen, the more you learn. Yeah. I don't understand all the cocaine, the shit in Jamaica, but it's called sugar here. It's good to know. I know. That news. They call it shit when you're on cocaine. About tell me they call it they're on the shit. So shit. You see, sugar here. I was gonna go easy. I was gonna go easy on Luigi this morning, but apparently he wants to be a proper fool, and he gone and post up something now. He gone and post up something now on Facebook talking about CMR. So let's see what he had to say. We gonna watch it in real time now. You keep listening, honey, child. That how face the people is, but they all the shit in Jamaica. Sugar and Cayman, so what's new? Like those people used to say, here, while I listen. All right, honey child, let me go see what he had to say. Thank you for alerting me. I wasn't going to say nothing more about him, but he wants to go there, then let's go there. Let me see her now, honey child. All right, let's watch his video. Hold on. I'm going to download it and see what he had to say. You see, the last thing you should do is poke the bear. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just leave the bear alone. Don't poke the bear. I mean, Luigi, I thought that you would have known this by now, but I'm beginning to wonder how much damn sense you have. I'm really beginning to wonder because it seemed like you stupider than I thought. I thought you had sense. But you not got no sense. Something do you? You know what it is? It's not a question of sense, It's entitlement. That's what do Luigi. He grew up being entitled. Somebody told him his shit didn't stink because Renard, his daddy. Well, I know your father never taught you anything but your Georgetown family, obviously. You grew up in the country up in Savannah thinking you somebody, but we can set your ass straight here today. Because you clearly don't have no sense. You don't need to rein in your 45-year-old children. Because you've allowed them to grow up their entire lives being entitled little shits, treating people horribly, both in business and in their personal lives, and they believe that they're somebody special. Luigi, I don't know who been lying to you, whether your mama, your papa, your cousin, that been lying to you all your life that your shit don't stink. But I can assure you, it stinks to the high heavens. And you talking about you want to run for political office? You better sit your fucking ass down is what you better do. No.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. We wake up this morning, roll out the earth before me start yawning. Don't round bus a kiss for me, darling. Tell her say, honey, me a touching on the street. In the street, me say.
So he had to go and get Vibes Cartel's song. Because listen here, boy. You must be snorting something. You gotta be snorting something to be this stupid. Seriously? What he's saying? Hold on. Let's back up.
You're doing too much.
What he's saying? Hold on.
Yeah, Sandra.
Speak up.
Maru, you're doing too much.
I'm doing too much? So he did this at what time in the morning?
They're doing too much though. Yeah, I mean, get the stamp.
What time in the morning he did this? This is what you're doing up early in the morning, son? Go pay your fucking bills.
Got the glow filter, like glow filter.
I can't even hear what he's saying.
And then we won that word, and then you get the.
What he's saying about glow filter? What he's saying?
Too much.
Hold on, I'm trying to hear him.
Too much.
Oh God, let me turn up the volume because I can't hear him. He says I'm trying too much. He must have been snorting it last night.
Get the stamp, you know, Gina Hoyt stamp.
The what?
Shield. Clouds in the background. Got the glow filter, like glow filter.
Glow filter.
Like the joint, and then we won that word, and then you get the.
Say what? I can't even understand what the man's saying.
They get the official 2012, or 2014 Guardian of Cultural shirt. You know, it's a good look.
He got behind something.
You're doing too much. This is crazy.
I'm doing too much? You the one who in court, bro?
95% of everything up inside it is just wrong. They're pure hype. But if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it because it's too much.
All right. I don't even understand. I don't even understand what the boy's saying. I something about a glow filter and you're doing too much. Son, speak up. Can you speak up loudly so we can hear you? If you're trying to come for auntie, speak the fuck up so I can hear what the hell you're saying, so I can address you directly. Luigi, I'm still trying to be nice to you, you know. I am still doing my best to ignore you and your foolishness. Johan, you're the bigger brother. Please do something with your brother. Because you know right now, I am sitting here contemplating this is the last good show before I go on vacation and I'm going to be off for a week. And gosh darn it, I feel like really going at your brother. And I'm looking at him going, this dude is kind of stupid. Well, if you're into this sugar, I guess it's not no brown sugar. I'm going to suggest you lay off of it for a minute because it's doing something to your fucking brains. That what's going on, yeah. Son, you are in an enviable position. Okay? You get stuff handed to you. Why can't you just, it can't be that difficult to follow the law. What's wrong with you? No, sir. You need Jesus. I don't even know what he's saying. He wouldn't even speak up properly. Alejandro said, yeah, he's definitely on it. What a hot mess. He on something. He on a next level of stupid. Because, yeah, why is he whispering? I guess he was up so early in the morning. The wife was probably tired from working. And I mean, I don't know. He probably didn't want to wake nobody up. I mean, I don't know how this works. I'm trying to see what time of morning it was that he was recording this. Free Ouija, he say. Poor him. Yes. It's so ironic that you would compare yourself in this video to the likes of Vibes Cartel. First of all, you think too much of yourself. Let me put that out there, right? Vibes Cartel is a murderer and a crook, but you're still thinking too much of yourself, son. You need to bring it down a little bit. What you say? Get your stamp? No, sir. What stamp? Which stamp? What stamp that is? Well, the little that I know about this young man, it's fair to say that whatever he's going on about, it has to be something of a physical nature, because that's all he could ever talk about. He can't step to Auntie with no level of intellectual fucking conversation, because I would stamp him with my foot right into the ground. Luigi, do we need to go back in time and talk about when you had Breeze's restaurant? How many charges you had there? You've been in court for years. The funny thing is, I not really been on top of this boy like how he wants to say. Oh, like you doing too much. You're doing too much. No, you fucking doing too much. That was going on, yeah. You doing too much, and you've been on it since 2019. In fact, hold on now. Let's bring the receipts, because Auntie believe in receipts. You've been on it since 2018. That way your name call up in court. Look, yeah, for all of these 35 labor infractions. This is what your problem is. You are too fucking entitled, and you believe that your stink Savannah shit don't smell, and it does smell. Luigi, Ronaldo, Moxam. Dating back to 2017, those current offenses. For the better half of going into 10 years now, you've been doing pure shit and not doing what you're supposed to be doing, but yet I'm the one who's doing too much? No, motherfucker, you doing too much. You doing too much to always be ending up in court. How many people you not gonna pay pension for? You not gonna pay insurance for? Here again, failing to surrender to custody, providing false information on a trade and business license. That not the same Luigi that talking about I doing too much though. Oh, Bobo, you doing too much. You believe that you are above the law, and you nothing but a little piss ass boy at the age of 45 who still don't have your shit together. You doing too much. Poor Johan, I gotta have to give him extra brownies. Johan, I gotta throw in some ice cream for your Bobo, because I know you gonna be upset today because your poor brother gonna be calling you crying after this, but tell him he doing too much. You see, I was gonna go easy on him, and then he had to go post video because he's so predictable. He's like a little child there. Like, seriously. Listen, you should be ashamed of yourself. 8 charges back then of failing to make contributions to pension plan on various dates between January 2015, so like I said, almost 10 years now, in June of 2018. One of the charges even relates to himself. He's not even paying pension for himself. Damn donkey. 11 charges of failing to pay the national minimum wage. This boy, he running a shit show for business. And providing false information on a trade and business license. That means he was lying about being caught up with all these things, you see. He also claimed correct calculations are the heart of the issue. No, Bobo. Let me tell you what the heart of the issue is. Let me stand up now so you can hear me good and proper. The heart of the issue is you. What his saying name is? Luigi, Ronaldo, Moxam. You are the heart of the issue. And there's too many people
Just because you walking around with little fair skin and the Moxam name and your papa, this one, your mama, this one. There's too many people giving you a fucking pass in life, and they need to stop it, including Johan. Johan, stop babying this boy. He is 45 years old after all. You need to lick him upside his head to make him understand that in life there are consequences. If you cannot run a business, by all means, come out of it. That's all we say. We know how hard it is to run a business. Restaurant business is some of the toughest businesses in the world. And you're not cut out for it. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. I like your food, and I like the ideas you have from the farm to table, whatever. You know what? Go into catering, where you only show up when people call you. That means that you have very little overhead. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to keep a full slate of staff there, whether people come into your restaurant or not. Get your shit together. You need to do better. I want to root for all Caymanian business owners, but only when they are doing the right thing. Honestly. And you not doing the right thing. And you know what? You have far fewer excuses than most people. What's your excuse? I'm sure Faithia can tell you she grew up in the wallops of Kingston. Nobody didn't train her about no business. She don't know. She's trying to hook and crook people all she can. You grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. You know, people who could steer you in the right direction. You're given opportunities that nobody else would have because of who you are. And you still manage to fuck this shit up. That means that you just can't help yourself. Poor Johan. He says she obviously hates the light-skinned brothers. Oh, please. Your brother's just an idiot. I can't take idiots who think their shit don't stink and who won't have a big mouth and be coming for people like this donkey. That's what the problem is. It ain't got nothing to do with him being light-skinned. What is light is clearly his intellectual capacity. Why would he make this video? Look at him. He not writing. Listen, I don't know your wife, Christina, or whatever the hell her name is, but you better try and hold on to her. Because y'all might not like her. I hear some of y'all in the family talking about you don't like her. You better hold on to her. Because she the one who trying to keep the business afloat. That's all I can tell you. And you better stop screwing everybody else around you. Because when she find out how bad you are with that kind of thing, she might eventually leave you too. You think you can screw your way out of paying pension? Mess with you. He say about make your graphics contact him. My graphics? I don't know. Somebody else says his wife is the brains behind the farm to table. Wow, wow, wow. A proud moment for Kim. Oh, yes, Mr. Crooks. Yes, honey child. Mr. Cook, sorry. Doing well for us. Sandy, he not from Savannah. He from Bawden Town. And Pedro, the Savannahans, like, don't mix us up in this, honey child. Oh, my God. Morning, Sandy. You can see that he's just as high as a Georgia pine. No, sir. Disgusting. Sandy, he high in something, but don't want to wake up his family. He hit something for sure. He's so ignorant. Here's another person. He's so ignorant and delusional, thinks he's untouchable because of his father. He's destroying his business and sliding further into that mud pit. I tell you, somebody say he been writing on his looks and last name. He has very little sense or business acumen. Well, I reckon that might be up now. My God. What a mess. Johansson Lower Valley for life. Damn fools. Ingrid said this one is good. He not got no sense. Cece says this is where you're feeling Johan diabetes brownies and outing his brother. Sandy don't care, you know. Nope. Not business. Fire near airport. Must be the dump on fire again. No, sir. Mr. George. I'm getting the name right today. Hello, Mr. George. Fire near airport. Must be the... Hello?
Good morning, Miss Sandy.
Morning, honey child. I can take a drink from 2 cups this morning. Hello.
Okay, yeah, listen, that young man grew up right in Laurel Valley.
Yeah.
Okay? He came from good parents, I'm sorry to say. The children, you know, the Caymanian parents, they did their best with their kids. But as you know, once you get to your age, you go and do what you want to do on your own, and you're not able.
But you know what? You know what Renard should do, friend? Tell Renard, I say, take him out on the playfield. Renard, big time footballer. Take him out on the playfield and make sure that he kicked that ball and hit him in the head a couple times. He might knock some sense into him. I'm just saying.
And the parents were good parents, and the grandparents as well. I know them. And he grew up right here in Lower Valley. But like I said, along with his other brother there, Johan, as well, they come from a good tree, but I don't know what happened. It's not only in his situation, it's a lot of Caymanian young men and young women going going astray, and their parents' heart is sad and bleeding and make them feel so sad, because the first thing people would say, well, their parents, but I know.
Yeah, but listen here. You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is, Mr. George? You might come from a good family, and this is a mistake that too many families make, that you have to be very, very careful. Sometimes you spoil your children into thinking they're entitled little bitches. That's what happening.
Mr. George, I get you.
Oh Lord, George, you got to turn that. You can't call in and keep the radio going at the same time. You got to listen during the phone. So I don't have any doubts that his parents are nice people, whatever. I'm not getting into that. I don't know nothing about that. What I know is clearly something was missing in the lessons of, the book of life. That you treat people how you want to be treated, that you pay your bills, that, follow the law. These are some of the life lessons that this boy was not taught. And I don't care how great of a parent you are, if you don't teach your children that there are consequences for their actions. And when they go out in these streets and they continually, since 2015, do the same thing over and over again, all these labor infractions, and always in and out of court. Don't get up in your feelings when Auntie Sandy have to talk about you just like I talk about everybody else. You don't know nobody special. I spent the entire show talking about Faithia Pars, another scammer. You was going to get a little 2 minutes. And then you trying to flex on people like you not got no damn sense. Bobo. Don't flex on me, I'm a towner. I wouldn't flex on me if I were you, because that demonstrates that you have little to no sense. And I still going easy on you, because if I start talking about some contracts and people who are doing business with you that really need to reconsider themselves, if I start going down that hole, you're going to be crying by afternoon. Go get your shit together. That's what you need to do. Oh, another one in court yesterday. Let me just put it all out there, honey child. Poor Quincy. He was in court yesterday. Cocaine-related offenses. We know he has a history. Poor thing. I don't know what to say about him. I hope that he gets the help that he needs and takes it seriously this time, because help has been offered to him from Jesus was a baby. And he gets clean for a little bit. Then next thing, he's on the sugar again. This fucking cocaine is a detriment of so many of you. Leave the drugs alone. It's not doing you any good. Couple that with narcissism and a need for constant attention. It's a recipe for disaster. And that is what is happening. Why it's a vicious cycle. Now, on another note, some of y'all also need to be honest with who and what you are. Okay? Honestly. I know that some of it stems from child abuse, and I'm so sorry that has happened to you. And this is something, again, why I say we need to stamp this out in our community. And too much of it happening in Cayman Brack, and y'all Brackers turning a blind eye like y'all a bunch of fucking clowns. It's time that you start outing your daddies, your uncles, the man next door. Per capita, there are too many pedophiles and child molesters in Cayman Brac. It's like the Brackers don't have nothing to do but drink and molest people's children. And Brackers got vexed with me here today, but I'm going to tell you all the truth. It is rampant on the Brac. And when it happens, the response from the parents and the community and their political leader for the past 30 years, Juliana O'Connor Conley and Moses Kirkernel, they ignore it. Y'all have got to stop the foolishness. They're so-called society people and big people right now on the Brac, pastors, everybody know that they have a reputation for touching, molesting little boys and girls. And they continue to put them on government boards and put them up on pedestals. They soon give them national hero status. And you are messing up people's lives because these poor children get no help in coping with this because everybody just ignores it. So it's no wonder that some of them end up becoming lifelong crack addicts because they can't get to the root cause of the problem. And then a lot of them become, members of the LGBT community. Now, y'all would rather cuss them for being gay, lesbian, whatever, than to look at, well, what happened to this child? They don't want nothing to do with women because the little men sexualized them from the age of 3, 4, 5 years old and was raping them and all kind of foolishness. Let me be very clear. Y'all need, I'm not going to say y'all need Jesus because God knows you claim that you found him and something's still not right. Get professional help. It's never too late. Reach out. It does wonders. You can go online now and find good professionals on the cheaper maybe than what you could hear. If you're not comfortable with somebody here, just find help for yourself. The narcissism and need for constant attention is a problem, and it impedes your sobriety. Take it from me. The second you start to become sober, if you find it necessary to be in the limelight, to be on a stage, to be performing, that is an indication that you have far greater problems than just the addiction. And the sad thing about it is it becomes this vicious cycle, right? You go into this manic stage of wanting to perform and to do this and to do that. You're bipolar as well. You're going into the manic stage. And then you can't handle it. So before you know it, you're back on the cocaine. You're back on the drugs. And then you go down again. Take it from me. Your body can only take so much abuse when it comes to cocaine, all this other foolishness y'all be doing. Heroin, fentanyl, I don't care what you're snorting, coke, how y'all doing it, injecting, snorting, how else you takes it in? I don't know, smoking, whatever. Please get it under control because it's going to kill you eventually. That's going to be your story. Unfortunately, the last story Seymour going to be writing on you is so-and-so is found dead from an overdose. Help yourself. Good morning. Amber says, preach. Sandra says, it's really sad, but you're so right. Miss Della, good morning to you. Says, and the women that are MPs are all keeping quiet. They think it can't happen to their family. We need that registered to be in place. Miss Della, they know it's happening in their family. Try and hush about them. Some of them have been victims themselves. Not for nothing. But y'all need to start asking your question. Why them people in the Brac can tell you that so-and-so politician and MP was grooming, as a woman, was grooming young girls back in the day. And that's how she got a reputation for being a lesbian. I mean, the Brackers are talking it. Do you think people don't know what's going on? Angela says, you're so right, my dear, but some of them don't even believe in God. Well, I don't know. But I need to get it together because I can tell you what, this is the kind of foolishness that's really destroying people's lives, and it's incredibly sad. Anyway,
I'm glad that Luigi's case is over. I don't want to see him in court again, but watch and see. Because he looked like he one of them fools that can't help himself. Quincy isn't up for sentencing yet. His sentencing has been put off. He claims he's going to be starting school in September. It's like everybody wants the best for him because they see such amazing raw talent. But you know, you're like what, almost 50 years old? You've been doing this circular thing now for a minute. And eventually the system gonna say enough with you. The only thing we can do with you is put you in Northward. The courts will only give you so many opportunities and so many chances. Luigi, this is a message to you too. The courts will only give you so many opportunities and so many chances before you're gonna start being sent to Northward to sit down up and down. And somebody gonna be braiding your hair and touching your nice little brown skin like this at night. So you better behave yourself. That's all I can tell you. All right. We had some other guy in the court list. 2 people were denied bail. He had 109 historical charges over the years. 109, you know. I was like, what the blouse and skirts is this? No, man. Madness. All right. With the photo with him with the clouds. Oh, he's so stupid. This person says, agreed, spoiled. You are fully right. Remember what I told you? A foreign lady that slept with him said that his thing's so small. I can't go there today. This person says, Luigi's a darn narcissist. Talk the thing. Mm-hmm. Talk it, Sandy. Talk it. There was a sexual assault incident against a girl in Lehman Scott High School that was brushed under the rug as well. But I will get you more information on that later. Morning, says this person. I just heard something that really pissed me off. Apparently the mother of the Crooks. Cook, is it Cook or Crooks? Jordan Cook, and not Cooks. Hold on. I think it's Cooks, right? Or is it Crook? Oh Lord, hold on. Let me try and get the last name right. I think I've been saying it wrong. Crooks. I keep saying Crooks. He advances to the 50-meter freestyle summit finals with a new personal best record. So this person, apparently his mother wasn't in the area to watch him swim, but we had other CIG people and their family members there watching. This came from a long-standing member, parent of the swimming athletes there. So you mean they secured seats for CIG people, but wouldn't allow the mom to have access? What kind of foolishness is this? This person says, when you get tired of journalism, please go into comedy because you're funny as fuck. What a hot mess. All right, honey, chill. Crooks, thank you. Wow. Cook is the Australian swimmer. My apologies, Miss Anne. So his mom didn't get to see him up close and personal? No, sir. Good morning, Peter. Peter says Toronto loves you. Aw, I soon come and visit. It's been a minute. I haven't been to Canada. Yes, honey, chow. All right, so tomorrow, let's look at the, what's tomorrow's show? I think I might just air the, I need to start packing for my trip. First of all, I haven't started that yet. But I also may just play the meeting from last night. Let's kind of feel out tomorrow a little bit. I'm flying out later in the morning. And then it's vacation time. Whoop, whoop. No shows next week. So I'll be gone for a week. Sorry. I intend to enjoy my vacation. I have a full itinerary of activities. Some mornings I'm getting up early, going for massage, going to the parks, doing this, doing that, going all over the place. Hitting the mall. I'll be doing enough walking for sure. And then other mornings, I'm just going to lounge around. I'm going to hang out in the lagoon pool. I'm going to tell you all about the vacation when I come back. Because I'm checking out someplace new that I'm really, really excited to tell you guys about. Oh, poor Johan says, go far and stay long, you wicked ras. Poor you. Why don't you have a family dinner and invite me over so I can talk to your brother firsthand? But he got to be sober now.
Tell him he can't come on no sugar. Amber says the fact that we do not have a registry yet solidifies that there are indeed individuals in positions of power who either know or partake in such acts. Absolutely zero reason why we don't have one in this day and age. But thank you, Amber. Yes, they know. Some of them right up in the Legislative Assembly like to fool around on little boys and little girls, so they have a history. Or their parents or somebody else in their family has a history. They know too many people would be on that list that they know, huh? That way they don't want to do it. Anywho, folks, please have a safe day. Be good. And we will catch up a little bit tomorrow morning. And then I'll see you guys back on the 12th of August. All my Leo siblings, brothers and sisters, you've got birthdays starting today. Please enjoy your birthdays. Be safe over the weekend. Don't drink and drive. And I wish you a wonderful day. And don't be a Faithia Pars now. Don't go out there scamming people. I should call Faithia on tomorrow's show. See if we can't have a heart-to-heart conversation with her. Anywho, that's it. Thank you, Miss Sandra. You guys behave yourselves. And we'll see you on tomorrow.
Bigger. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.